Gotta move on the low and do shit alone. Everybody chat too much. Yeah, everybody chat too much. Chat them, I chat them, I chat too much.
Alright, let's get it cracking, guys. It's Ricco from the Blackjack Boys, and today got a very special guest in the building, joined by Carlts.
Go on, my boy.
Boy, for a long time, what you been saying, family?
Yeah, man.
Got Brookz in the background, what you been saying? I'm good. First and foremost, let's ease into it. What's everyone's week been saying?
It's working, man. Surviving.
Okay, what about you, Brookz?
Well, this week was quiet, but last week was a bit of a boost, so yeah.
What, you just got work or anything special happen?
That's it. Margate, Ramsgate, them places there, innit? And I was like, it wasn't this week that passed, but it was the week before that, innit? Like during the race riots.
Okay.
So I went during them times, so that was a bit techie.
Yeah.
But it was fun, it was fun.
Okay, what was Margate saying? I know they got a sandy beach and that.
Well, no, we went Margate to basically just chill there, innit? But
Yeah.
we went to we stayed at Ramsgate. Ramsgate is more like the quiet place, innit? Well, not quiet, but it's like where all the old people go, have their little fish and chips and that. Like, man, proper experience, a proper British.
I saw that in your story, your first proper fish and chips.
Yeah, proper fish and chips. I've never had it other than it's because people think I'm lying when I say it. Yeah, I've only had it in school dinners,
I don't
try.
You never been like chippy or nothing?
Nah, I've never been fish and chips. I never how them man used to have that fat chips.
Yeah.
And then they always have to put the vinegar for you and that. I don't like that shit.
Oh, you don't like that? They're nice, bro.
Nah, I don't like that shit. Now,
Fish and chips alright though.
Yeah, it's nice, bro.
no, I never really went to a fish and chips thing still.
I hear it still.
Well, yeah, done that. What else? Went to a pub and that.
Okay, proper pub
Yeah,
football with the punters.
Yeah, they were performing that. They had a little performance. I felt like, you know the movies there when the Black Brothers randomly turn up in some next countryside.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Yeah,
But it was calm though.
Did any of it feel awkward, or did you feel like you were able to blend in proper?
The only time it felt awkward here is, let's say, like you were smoking a zoo. That's the only time.
Get eyes for that.
Yeah, trust, but nothing really happened. We didn't really get eyes or anything like that. So it was calm.
I feel like with the UK, that even you can even talk about the other thing easily. I feel like with the UK, like the racism is different to like America and that, because they're so like conservative and reserved. Like a British person won't like you, but they won't just say to your face, "I don't like." Like they'll do it in other ways, like, and it literally reflects in like the racism as well. It's like, yeah, it depends. Yeah, the more in your face they're willing to be. Yeah. I think that kind of comes with like slightly like lack of education as well. Like some people are trying to play things more like chess, and some people are just like, F it, like I'm just gonna crash out. Like people got different mindsets to certain things. What do you think, God?
But it's subtle racism.
Because
they don't look at us like where we belong here. Everything here is theirs. That's how they feel. Even though we contribute a lot to society, but we'll never be accepted. That's why you gotta, I don't know, play them at their game, but just always do more than them.
So what, in your opinion, or what you've experienced in life, what is the best way to play them at their own game?
I don't know, you just gotta, don't allow them to break you, don't allow them to see you out of character, because then it's like, oh, it's the I told you so moment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, you always gotta like stay level-headed and just in every situation do what you need to do at the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And if you're one of those people who want to have a corporate job and want to climb the ladder, I'm not saying conform and then, every time they click their fingers, you run, but understand how you move and know that only you can allow yourself to elevate, but don't allow them to break you whilst trying to go up.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
And it does, like, it would feel like you're being viewed with more of a magnifying glass, especially in certain situations, like what Carlts said. If us, let's be honest, yeah, if us as Mandem was to get angry in the workplace, like actually angry, the reaction would be different. If it was to like maybe like a white lady getting angry, and they would actually be like raw, like security, like they'll take it further, like they'll actually be scared, innit? So I think you do have a point with that. Like you do have to
work here. Apparently, I've always been told you that I used to scare the managers and that. I'm dead serious.
Why?
I don't know.
You have a spoon face, bro.
Even that, yeah. But the funny thing is, like, there's certain times your manager will be like, "Oh, you're right. Are you okay?" Like, I'm just sitting there, so mind my own business. Like, "Are you okay? You seem a bit angry." I'm like,
bro, I actually want to spud you right now. That's it when they do that to me at work, bro. I'll come in on a calm thing. Like, just sometimes I'm in the mood to be like my funny self here, but sometimes I'm in the mood to just like just do the job. Like sometimes you're not in the mood to be bare bubbly. Like so some days I just come in quiet. Like, I'm not, my face ain't angry. It's just like, my face is straight. I'm doing my job. Yo, what you saying, bro? Like, but I'm not being proper, like, showing my personality like I do on other days. Be like, oh, you're right. What's wrong? And it's so annoying because it makes me think, like, do I actually have to put on the act of just being happy all the time, like, just for people to, like, leave me alone kind of thing? Like, just fuck. So it's like, where's the lines do feel a bit blurred sometimes. I can't lie. In that respect.
The thing is, the other side of it, like they also use it like as a benefit. Like, have you noticed anytime there's beef or like somebody's like moving nuts in the shop or something, they always look at the black brother. Like anytime situation kicks off, they always look at the black brother at work. You know, have you noticed like every single time? They might be all of them are grown ass men, but for whatever reason, looking at the black brothers to save the day. I don't know why.
They think you're on votes.
Exactly.
They like the jokes. Like, but I remember when Top Boy came out, and I was working in my old place, bro. I didn't hear the end of it. Like, these were. And you know how these men, what's that thing they say nowadays, microaggressions? Like, because they weren't saying it in like trying to be offensive, innit? But anything to do with Top Boy, like, they just think I'm the guy, like, to come and chat to you or anything, or like any joke they want to make about it, they want to come and tell me kind of thing. Like, so it's just like, wait, I guess it is what it is to an extent, innit? But like, have you, man, before I even move on a bit, have you, man, personally ever like experienced any like proper racism or anything deep in the workplace that you would feel like, rah, that could have been because of my colour or the class I come from?
Nah, it was because of colour. When I was at John Lewis, Sloane Square, that one in particular, I was a rep under HP, so in the tech section. One of the elderly women, white woman, she must have said, she told the manager, I don't want to be served by that. But like, she, you know, when you rub your hand, but she's doing that. I don't want to be served by that, innit?
Nah, that's real.
So obviously I brushed it, like, you can't say nothing, innit? But then the manager was like, told me, he's like, yeah, take a longer break today, innit? So obviously go up there, take a longer break. Because when you go to that John Lewis, they've got their lunch at the top. It's like 7 floors, there's at the top. Yeah. So he's gone, take a longer break. But you know how it goes. Sometimes, like, these are the types of people who bring the most money into the thing. So the manager was white as well, and the woman was white. So they said, just take a longer break is what it is. Because what can you do in that situation? Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's like, racism is one of them things that baffle me, because it's like, I understand having beef with other types of people. Like, I understand having problems, and even if they're stupid, like, I can understand it. But it's like, like, I can understand conflict, war, all of that. Like, people fighting over money, people fighting over resources, people fighting over even girls. I can understand. Like, even if I don't agree with it, I can understand it. But the one that's just hot, it's like, raw, like, hundreds or thousands of years, but the one we're struggling to get past skin cut. Like, it's a stupid thing. Because any area where people are mixed up, they're going to be mixed together naturally anyway. So it will be black and white guys hanging around on this side, and then there'll be black and white guys hanging around on that side. It won't even be the white guys versus the black guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, when they've all grown up together. But it's like, when things like this situation that happened, obviously rest in peace to the 3 girls who've sadly passed away in the last couple of weeks. Due to that guy, the 17-year-old guy, I think his name was Axel. So I don't know his name, Axel something. Does anyone know the reason? Like, he went crazy, he done a stabbing, don't know the reason. It kind of just sounds like them America school shooting things. Like, just a guy just went insane. Probably just some incel. Not even trying to be funny, but probably just some incel guy just moving mad. Yeah, what did they mean by that, bro? They're baffed. Oh, he was on TV? Okay. What you saying? You just got Das in the cut. What you saying, my bro? This is my brother Carlts. This is Das. Yeah, we literally just started talking about the EDL thing, fam. Yeah, bro. What you saying? You be on camera or off camera? Cool. Do we even have enough? Yeah, we don't even have that many mics, to be honest. But yeah, just talk near the camera in it so we can pick you up. But yeah, no, as I was just saying, it's like, this situation, obviously he done the mad thing. Rest in peace to those girls, because that's just a ridiculous situation.
When he came, because the thing is, I was trying to see if he's gonna be black or not. You know, it's like, it's crazy we do this here, but you see when something like that happens, you want to see, is he one of us or not? But you know how I saw his name here? It's crazy. It sounds crazy. I searched his name in it. And then it must have shown Rwanda, so I was like, it's fuck, this guy's black.
It's like, fam.
Like,
Rwanda, even the places they're trying to send man on the boats, like it just adds on.
Yeah,
like,
trust.
It just adds on every bad
Trust.
stereotype,
Trust.
bro. Like
Oh
they're
my
just gonna
goodness.
use it. Say you look weapon, like bro, it's just so stupid. And it's like before they knew what happened, they were going for Asian dons and the mosques. Before they knew it was a black guy.
Trust.
That's what's
No, but
that's
the thing
when
is,
I realized like.
we see the right
people
thing.
actually
Wasn't it
have
like
racism.
a
social media.
like a domino effect? Because you remember there was the Romanian thing, like that situation, and it was like I don't know how, but it's like the next day that situation happened, and then they still continued it. Like they made it right again.
Wait, what was the Romanian?
The Romanian one was the guy. I don't know. They tried to get a kid or something, or someone like. The social service was trying to get a kid from a family, and then these Romanians in some next area of London, you know, up north somewhere, innit? Just started rioting, and then somehow the English people got mad about that, innit? Because it's you know this. Remember the Romanians?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that one. Did you hear
That
about
was-
that?
When was this?
That was like the first part. Like this was like
Of
the
this?
first, like a week before the stabbing of the girl.
Before that?
Yeah, literally a couple of days before that.
No, I didn't hear anyone talk
That
about
was
that.
those were
I
the
think
first
the
guys.
stabbings probably overshadowed that because I didn't even hear about that. I just
Because
heard
it was
about
like a
the
domino effect. It was like
it's like
that's why the
happened.
riots happened because after because obviously the Romanians were rioting and that
Yeah.
So they're saying, look at these because obviously they're trying to say that the Romanians were Muslims as well, innit?
Yeah.
So they were trying to do that as well, innit? So basically after that they rioted.
Romanians.
You're Christian.
They're
Yeah,
Christian,
I
they
thought
are Christian,
they
they
were
are Christian.
Catholics, innit?
But you know these men don't care in it.
Yeah.
They're ignorant, so they're just saying these men are brown and they wear because you know the way they dress in it sometimes is a bit similar. You know what I mean with the head and that.
Yeah.
They're like, these men are Muslims as well, innit? So because they rioted.
Yeah.
Then, because obviously that stabbing happened, the white guys were response in a riot as well, innit? So
Yeah.
that's why they started rioting. Because they rioted before the whole
but-
Romanian situation.
Yeah, but it's just like the whole situation, like.
No, it's quite out of hand. I swear they went to just go blow some bubbles for the kids and that, and then the kids, the other youngers, they just started misbehaving and that.
What was that?
They got out of hand.
Where at Memorial?
Oh yeah, for the memorial.
Oh, wait, so what do you think about the situation that's that they just attacking mosques and that just like without even knowing what fully happened?
I think it's just social media has a big part to play in it. I just feel like we're wrongly targeted, to be honest. But it's the thing that they can't attack the person that they need to attack. They have to find like what's the weakest link or something.
Yeah, they find scapegoats.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
scapegoat.
find anyone to take it out on that. Yeah, they just find some cab driver or something, just smash him up like for no reason. It's not even like, they find the kebab man to bang him. Like, don't even make sense.
Yeah, but some of the areas they are standing up to it though.
Yeah, because there's better. Some of these, like all these Asians, where is it? Like Bradford and that.
Liverpool got demolished like.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I saw places like Walthamstow. The man them were.
Oh yeah, there was solidarity there. There's unity there. Yeah. I don't think EDO didn't show up there.
I don't think that was ever going to happen.
They don't really show up in areas that are outnumbered. I can't lie. Like they're not coming for an even war. Like they're not coming for like 50 of us versus 50 of you. They're coming for we're a majority and we're just gonna slap up anyone we see.
Wait,
Not
that's
part of this
like
majority.
mostly in London. That's Leicester Square. They come in it.
No, that was just. That was.
They normally
just
just go
happening
central,
now.
innit?
This is essentially, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant talking
You
about
know,
the
when
thing that
you-
just happened now.
One of your guys.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about.
Wait, say that
One of your
again.
guys.
My guy.
Yeah.
Who?
We're old school.
Wait, say the sentence again.
So one of your guys, he's there.
In the it's funny, Carlts knows him as well. What do you think about it though, Carlts? I know you got something to say about this situation.
Try to stay off certain things, man. Cause
Give us the PG because we need your opinion on this, man.
I don't know, man. It's not right. No matter what, however people want to look at it, it's not right. And I feel like no one should be targeted, no matter what. But certain people's ideals, it's embedded in it. They seen certain things from young. Their parents taught them certain things, so they feel like I'm never gonna look at like I like that person. I'm never gonna rate that person, no matter what. Even if the person is a cool person, I'm trying to say. But I don't know. I have a lot of my friends predominantly are Muslims, but then if like I respect their culture highly, so I've got cool Muslim friends who don't listen to the rap music, don't do all of that, but they encourage it. They say to me, keep pushing, keep going. I'll share your thing, but I can't listen to it. So I got real friends that will say stuff to me like that. So I'll be like, gotta respect it. I don't look at them any type of way. We're all human, innit? Just gotta respect everyone's beliefs.
So what is a way that would, even if it was an ideal world, what is a way that we could resolve these kind of race tensions, which boils down to basically nothing, because we're beefing over like trivial things. Yeah. Nah, but it's not even. I said I understand beef. It's not even about just getting along. It's about the basic, like, oh, you're colour, like, we hate you all because you're from there. That's the thing that's just I don't understand. Yeah, go on.
Let's say you're a poor Englishman, you're from this country, born in this country, yeah. Or you feel like you always feel some kind of way, yeah. You see other people like go ahead of you, like, and they're from other places. Don't you feel like that's just like a natural way to feel?
Yeah. I agree with that, but if we're being honest, even if anyone in that situation, they just need to look at themselves.
Yeah,
and anyone can, to be honest, like, that's a thing where it's like you're frustrated at yourself and you're projecting it. So that's basically just projecting. And I understand, you're projecting it onto people you perceive as weaker or lower than you. You think, oh, that I should be in that position. So to be honest, I actually do get your point.
Because with English people, I feel like it's more of an entitlement thing. Like even with like, it's weird, it could be like, this guy's breaking the law, but at the same time they break the law. But it's like a thing where it's like, they feel like because it's their country, they can do whatever they feel like, and the consequences, they can't face it. Like, even with the riots, I don't know why they're getting shot, that man are getting arrested. What, people are getting arrested in London riots? I can't
lie though, I was like, rah, the police are actually rounding them up like every day in the news.
Of course they're going to get arrested though.
Yeah, man getting arrested, like, you see them, they're not playing. Huh?
Overnight court.
Yeah, they're not playing. These men are actually getting bagged.
But what about the thing where the speech thing, if you say something on Twitter and they arrest you, come to your door and that?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What do you feel about that?
Is that legit?
You know, that's legit, bro. That's legit.
On Twitter, it will make people, obviously, it's a tricky, it's a thin line because of freedom of speech.
Because fair enough, like, okay, racist comments, like, it's kind of like, it's one of them blurred line things. Like, obviously, racism not good in it, but at the same time, it's taken away from
there's freedom of speech in that, but it's like, what I also think is like, the amount of on Twitter, I see, like, it's actually mind-blowing. Like, amount of racist comments people say on burner accounts is just so, and it'll be white people. I see Somali do it, black people do it. Like, everyone, that black people be doing it to white people and other races. White people will be doing it to other races. Somalis will be doing it to other people. Asians will be doing it. Indians will be doing it, and they'll all be on their burner accounts chatting so much grease. And I'm like, these are actually the people just walking past like the station, and like, you say, oh, excuse me to you every day. They wouldn't even look you in your eyes and say nothing.
Everyone got a different personality online.
That's what I mean. But so I agree with Brookz when he says, if it was a thing where they will just come into your door, people would think twice. Because most man, if we're being honest, most people are basically, they're pussy. Like, if you're going on a burner account to just be bare racist and then log off, you're basically like, if you're not even saying it on your own, your main account, like, you're just, that's what I think.
You're safer online.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people, that's why there's more badness online than there is in real life. You're safer online.
Yeah.
Because all the people, think of, even from, like, let's say your favorite artists who actually have done certain things, they weren't online doing the mad thing. Certain man just went and did it. So if you look at Suspects and all these other artists, they were going there and doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
The guy was on the run for over 2 years and started his career just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
So it's like, depends, innit, how you look at it.
Yeah, literally. What do you man got anything to say on that?
I think, like, it's a techie one because, you know, the British used to be in our countries as well, and like we kicked them out as well, like, of our countries eventually.
Yeah, you do need to.
Like,
you
got
need to fight for
them as
independence,
well.
man.
But I feel like they're just getting tired of all of us now at this point.
I feel like, ain't it funny that most of these people that are getting tired of from areas that's barely.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah.
Like, that's the funny part.
Because how I know it, all the white people I know, the Asians, and like, we all knew a place where I started life, Newham. That's a place. It's a melting pot of different types of people.
But
white neighbours, Asian.
That's
neighbours,
the contrast,
Somali.
though.
That's what I'm saying. So the way I've been raised,
like, the seaside
it's
towns,
never been a thing.
The seaside towns in England aren't what they used to be, bro. Like, most of the shops are locked off. Like, there's nothing to do in them towns no more.
I saw that video in Southend, didn't it, with all the black guys. I don't know.
I think that was something going on though.
I don't even know what happened. I just saw it and I was going off there. So, but they use stuff like that as the fuel to be like, oh, look at all of these people, when it's just that's a very small percentage. That's like 5 kids. That's 10 boys doing the mad thing, That's a
I
very
see
small
how
percentage of us.
You said, yeah, and it was really diverse in it. It's funny because I remember, like, you see, like, Dagenham. Yeah, I remember fully in primary school, he was BMP. You remember BMP? That was BMP. That was
that's a throwback, bro.
Like, BMP used to drive around in buses, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember they used that's serious, like, some promote their party and that. They used to reach bar.
What, in Dagenham or Barking?
Obviously they're promoting it because it's like obviously they do like election. I think it's different for every like part of the borough in it, but they're still promoting their thing in the whole borough, obviously.
Yeah.
But they used to. I remember every time they used to come back and they used to get fucked up and people used to throw stones at them. But that game was their place that people used to come out celebrating.
No,
like and fast forward now, yeah, it's just pitch black. It's like little Lagos now.
Exactly.
So you can see the
That's
madness
really
for them like English law, innit?
What do they call it? White flag.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what they
Like
call it.
literally,
Keep going
like, I
further
literally
out.
see, like I literally witnessed it from my own eyes, seeing like the difference and the changes till now. Like you see it now, yeah, it's like predominantly black. You see black school kids
It's
everywhere.
mad, fam.
That's like BMP territory.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, things change, bro. And then if you were to fast forward 100 years, a lot of these areas would look quite different. Actually, I swear they even said a few months ago, like they're even they've got a new name for the London accent because London accent is mixed up with so many types of people talking.
What's it? MLE.
No, they call it.
That's what they call it. It's multicultural London.
Yeah,
English,
it's like just
some
mixed
goofy-
up. No, but you know,
It's
I mean,
mostly
but let's
that's
fast forward 100 years. You don't know what the voices are gonna sound like, fam. But and obviously, quick recovery to the girl who got stabbed in Leicester Square. That was another random attacks. I don't like that this random attack trend is going on because it's looking like one is inspiring the other to go do the mad thing, and then I don't want another one to, you know what I mean?
Did you hear there was an Asian brother that saved the girl from getting
Yeah,
stabbed?
he was on the news.
Who was the guy? Was the guy Eastern European or something?
No, he's Asian.
Oh, the guy
saved
that's
her.
the done the.
Oh yeah. He was an Eastern European don. But yeah, man, it's just a very sad. Like I don't know what's going on with mental health or whatever you want to call it.
The world just gone mad, bro.
Huh?
The UK's just gone mad.
I know, but it's like
I don't think it has though.
That's because we're in London, though.
I know this is a
It's
question.
worse,
I know this is a question that you man can't really, or none of us can really answer because none of us are in that place mentally. But what do you man think? Oh, this is the last thing I'll ask on the topic. What do you man think gives man this confidence to do these kind of mad acts? Like they just mad running, even in America, running into schools or just going in public places, stabbing people, driving your car. Like what?
Oh, you've
has
got
to
to
snap
have
in your
enough
head?
of something. Like,
Yeah.
Something's got to snap for you to throw away your life.
But how did they get to that place? So I don't even understand. Like,
To be honest, sometimes it could be from a thing where it could have been
Culminating.
signs from a child.
yeah.
It
People
could,
weren't
like,
ignoring
a lot
the
of it could be like, I don't know if it's like a disorder or some sort, but you could have seen like from a child that they were gonna do a mad thing.
Have you
So I don't know.
Have you man ever read Inspector Calls?
I remember the book in the English book.
Yeah, bro. It's about a woman that kills herself in it, and it's just
bleach or something.
yeah, she drinks bleach, but it's a build up. It's a slow build up of everything, all the events that happen that leads her to drink the bleach and kill herself. So that's what I believe happens. Like these kids might be getting bullied and shit, and they one day just had enough and they have to do something. That's why the world tells them like do something about it.
Yeah, it's like a loss. It's like, oh yeah, like I've been away from my whole life. Not even in the, but yeah, like, it's probably like I've been away from my whole life. Like let me do one thing to get my name out there and then just kill myself or just get killed by the police and then that's gonna be.
You'll just be infamous, basically.
Yeah, it's like I'll be infamous than a nobody. That's probably how they think.
That's how certain people's mindsets are.
I don't know the context about the Leicester Square one, but I think it was last year or the year before when the Lane Adams, the girl that got killed on the way to school because the guy stabbed her in Croydon. Yeah. So I feel like, so I'm trying to say with some people, I don't know, it's always almost like a point to prove, like to show people this what I'm on. But that situation, the one in Croydon, he was trying to get his girl back, but his girl wasn't hearing it. He brought her the flowers, all of that.
Yeah.
Then the Elaine girl, she decided to protect her friend and ended up getting caught in a crossfire. But with these situations, I don't know, innit? Something has to change, yes. Is it smoking? Is it causing psychosis? I don't know, loads of different things, but something has to change in these areas. Because the younger lot don't respect the older lot. So if you saw your elders doing a lot of badness, you feel like you have to follow suit. They don't respect them. So if you can't listen to your parents at home, and then you got outside bad influences, who do you listen to? Who do you look up to inspire you to do good?
So are you saying they respect the guys who are doing who
Badness,
are outside?
yeah.
Yeah. I get what
That's
you
why they're
mean.
following
Yeah,
suit and feel like
yeah.
they have to keep up with the badness.
But there's consequences though when they're with the bad guys. There's
Yeah,
real
but people don't
consequences.
realise till late, till you're either about to get some mad sentence or you been almost dead, like, and then you realise, oh shit, this wasn't the way to go. But yeah, man, nah, things need to change in London, defo. But I don't want to stay on like a dark topic for too long. But obviously, safe recovery to the girl. Obviously, I know it's a traumatizing situation. Safe recovery to the lady who got stabbed as well. And then obviously, rest in peace to the 3 girls. Oh yeah, did any, just to change the topic, something a bit more lighthearted. Did anyone see the video of Nines getting chased in Church Road? There's 200 guys. Can't lie, that's a smart marketing tactic. You might actually be the rapper with the most aura, fam.
I swear Drake did something like that though.
When?
Wasn't it with like, he had like a engagement necklace?
I'm trying to think, did he do something like that?
I swear he had like bare wedding stones as a chain, fam, and he like married 20 girls for a music video.
I think that rings a bell, innit?
I think it was for Certified Lover Boy.
Nines is one of the rappers, I can't lie, he probably does have the most aura.
Yeah,
I don't think like anyone can do that. Like, anyone can pay women to do that, innit? But I don't know if everyone could do it in a believable fashion. Like Nines can do it in that fashion. We're like, okay, Nines, like, you know what I mean? Like you can rate the music because he's got the. You can rate the music because he's got the. I don't know how to describe it. What's the word? The persona that matches along with it, but everyone could do that. But yeah, it's a good promotion for any album or anything that he's got.
He's been doing mad promos though. Remember when Crop Circle 3 came out, he had all them girls on the minibuses and that.
Bro, doesn't he drop a movie like every
He
time?
does the movie too. Yeah,
The first time he came out, he done the
bro.
matting where the first time, what's it, the JD thing, when he met all the youngers in his block, trainers and that. That's the first time. That's how he became known,
Yeah.
and the turkey giveaway.
See, he's actually good at you know our Carlts, he's good at getting like community to get involved in his stuff, and when you could do that, that's when you got the culture. And when you got the culture,
saying he's a pillar of the community.
Seems like of his community, 100% of the music and the London music community, 100% as well.
No, like he gets respect in the game. Like, no, have you seen the new trend on TikTok? Like, first person to listen to Nines in a random place, man. Have you not seen that? Yeah, I've been seeing that all week. Like, people on Mount Everest and that. First person to listen to Nines on Mount Everest and that.
Oh, I think that rings a bell. Yeah, I think I've seen that, but with other people. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just a trend. It's trending right now. Maybe it's because of the album or something.
What do you man think of the state of UK music in general?
Terrible.
Oh,
No comment.
Expand on that. Why?
It's just like
Point evidence.
you remember, like, there was a certain time, again, I hate it, 2016, everyone says 2016, but 2016 to, like, I'll say 2019 or something like that. Like, it was just constant week bangers, like, every month there was bangers. Like, nowadays it's just like, it's like, we got the TikTok shit, but that's not for, like, I say for our age group, there's not that many bangers coming out like that on a regular basis.
No, 2020 was a big year as well.
2020, what's happening in 2020?
2020, that's when, like, Zone 2 dropped. No Sensor in like late 2019.
Before that, that's even a deep.
But then Karma started popping off in 2020. That's when I restarted listening to Karma. But after 2022,
2020 was
So
J House, Conspiracy.
Yeah, that's it. Big Conspiracy, J House. That was 2020, right.
Yeah, 2020 was calm as well.
Yeah, so you had Unknown T, the 98s was like doing their thing. That was like 2021-ish, 2020. That's when they were proper like popping off. Who else actually like rising in the scene in the UK?
Right now, I feel like, you know what's popping right now? Underground. The underground shit is popping right now.
What, the Nemses, the Nux?
Then, like, I feel like that's like the underground. That's underground that's made it. So like,
yeah, mainstream underground.
Yeah, but it's like, you know the man that, you know the niggas that wear like those weird shit, like the spider web.
Yeah, I know.
Like the
Who's an example though?
Like I don't know the names though. I just see bare random niggas with million views now.
Does anyone? Yeah, that's good though.
Like you're seeing random like UK rappers here with like no, what's that other song that came out with Lancey and I forgot his other name.
What's his name? Fox.
Lance Fox, but it was some other guy as well. But that was popping for now. He's like bigger in America as well.
I'm not sure. Is there anyone like who does like wavy music now, like the Afro? Who does that in the UK now?
Who?
Like the wavy, like who does the wavy thing?
I mean, still DBE still has that on lock.
Yeah, you got like DBE.
M Hunter still has that on lock. It's pretty much the same people.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody new though.
I've never been a big. We Want Rapes is alright, but I've never been some mad big fan of him. The drill scene, unless they're from already like 2016, 17, 18.
If you're unless you're established, you ain't coming through.
So it's even
Can't
the
lie,
established
it's
ones are a bit
only
boring.
B.
Even the established ones are a bit boring. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's only B2B I could be like, okay, he's new, and then he's got a few joints there. But everyone else, there's no one who's new. Like I'm like, oh, they're actually.
Poser, though.
Who?
Poser, is he Jew?
Yeah, Poser. If he counts as drill, then
Jersey,
Poser.
Jersey,
Yeah,
Jersey drill beats, isn't it? That's his
yeah,
thing.
alright,
That's
cool.
his
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. If you wanna count, yeah, if you count Poser, what's his friend?
Poser doing his
YD,
thing.
JS or whatever. Them man, yeah, put them in the list as well for the come up. What do you think of the state of UK music?
It's in a weird place, isn't it? Just we've lost substance. It's all about clout now. And there's not many songs with meaning. All the big artists are gone clear, so it's like they're not really giving the fans what they really want anymore. The new stuff's okay, but I don't know. I thought they should watch out for up and comers.
What artists had substance that you were rating that you feel like it's been lost a bit?
Majority of them are in jail, innit? But I feel like unreleased wise, Lowski stuff. If you're on TikTok, his stuff was alright.
What, as in Lowski was trying the real rap thing?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone, who else is doing the real rap thing? Yeah, Blanco's still doing his thing. I wouldn't say real rap, but
he's
he's
on the
like,
Brazilian funk stuff.
yeah, he's on
gone.
the, yeah.
He's gone.
I don't know what the Daves and that have been doing lately. He's still like one of the top streams. I don't know if you man. Yeah. I don't know if you man saw that Sench is like the most streamed in Europe. Did you man see when I sent that? I'm gonna try to look for the statistic now. And he's winning by.
Well deserved, man.
You rate Sench, yeah?
Yeah, he's well deserved. No.
Do you listen to his music?
Some of it, yeah, not all of it. No.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. For what he does, yeah. Yeah, bro. Like he says, he's the party. Like, yeah, turn up the parties and stuff. Yeah, man. I don't think anyone. Only people who okay, he jumps on drill beats if you want to say that, but he's not say drill rapper. Like he's not talking. He's chatting about girls and he might talk about selling
His
drugs.
career's revived, didn't it? Because when he was on the Ain't No Nothing remix, how many of you knew who he was?
I knew him.
Everyone knew who he was.
I knew him from Pull Up, Scare with You. Do you remember that one? He used to have his thing on AKA.
See?
He used to be on AKA when he had his man
second run,
band.
and this second run is sticking. Like,
Yeah.
there's no one touching him.
No, it's because he greased his. Let's be honest, it's because he greased up his image though.
No,
in 2020,
he used social media.
Nah, but he changed his image, bro. He changed his sound. Before he was singing on like normal type, like different type of beats. Like he was singing about girls and money and stuff like that. And then 2020 came back. Reinvention thing, and then he started talking about trapping, and he started rapping properly. Like before, he was doing the melody thing, but he came back rapping like da 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 da. I'm on this. I'm on
He deleted
that.
all his other songs, didn't he? All his old tunes.
Say that again?
He must have deleted all his old tunes.
Yeah, he did.
But he used to be big in West, you know. Like this guy, bro, he used to be big in West.
No, I figured D and all these man, they all know
He
each other.
popped up on my Instagram one time when I didn't know who he is. He's just doing a freestyle in his car, and it was just different to what he sounds like now.
No, I just remember seeing him in Shepherd's Bush, yeah.
You saw
It
it?
was Bear Jones. Bear Jones. This guy was a celebrity even back then, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a celebrity even back then.
No, he's still, it's tune. This is the tune I knew.
Typical
Pull
light
Up.
skinned boy from West, bro.
This one, and he had the man bun. Yeah, this is the first time I heard of him still.
But you got to shout at his team, innit? They know business.
Yeah, he's got good management.
Yeah, YB's, innit?
Very good marketing.
And team.
Yeah, but do you think to reach the level that he's reached, like, do you think he sold his soul in some way?
Fam,
You think he's
I already
compromised?
told you, man, yeah, when it comes to selling your soul, the way I see it,
Is
okay,
he
there probably are
compromised?
people in history who have actually done the old devil help me thing, yeah. But I see selling your soul as you're doing things you wouldn't normally do for fame and money. That's selling your soul to me. So, say none of us here would wear a dress, but if someone's like, oh, we'll make you famous and give you 500 bags, and then one of us wears a dress, that to me is selling your soul, because you weren't gonna do that if you weren't feeling like you were getting material benefits from it, innit? So I wouldn't really say he sold his soul, innit? Like, he's still walking around in his tracksuits, and I don't really see him painting his nails. Like, he's trying to do his black hairstyle. I don't see that selling.
Why?
With the black
He's just doing his thing.
Black hairstyle. Like, don't you think it like? What do you think about the whole like argument about his waist?
Don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Like, it's just very like.
When it comes to hairstyles, I've never cared, and I don't. You know what? I've never understood why girls are the ones who chat the most when they're the ones who take each other's hairstyles the most. You see white girls with braids and dreadlocks. You see black girls with weaves, blonde weaves. So why are you guys beefing?
Just to play devil's advocate. Just to play devil's advocate. Their argument is that the reason why they're against white girls using their hair is because if they go to there's certain workplaces, schools and that, they're not allowed to have those hair again, like certain braids and that, like, you know what I'm talking about, they're not allowed to have braids or like they're not gonna get hired as much because they have their natural hair out. So they're saying basically like if we're wearing that same hairstyle that white girls wearing that's trying to be black here, we wouldn't be getting a job.
But would that white girl get the job? A white girl with braids.
That's a good question.
Like a white girl who thinks she's from the hood and she's got braids.
But if she can
think she's getting a job.
If you can switch, if she can switch to a normal white girl, I think she could.
Yeah, then obviously I know what people can say. Yeah, black girls harder for jobs, but yeah, black girls. I've seen bare young black girls in good jobs. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but they're natural hair. I mean,
okay, maybe not their natural like.
Their
just out in the
is...
afro, but it depends how you keep it, bro. If you go in like an afro and it's like contained in a nice way,
yeah, I mean,
it shouldn't be deep. But
that's their argument, innit?
But to me,
I want my sisters to get onto us.
What do you think, Carlts?
Yeah, image matters more for like ethnic minorities in workplaces than it does for the average. We actually have to look a certain way, everything.
So what do you think about a guy like Cinch? And do you care about that hairstyle stuff or girls? Do you care about any of that?
He keeps providing music for his fans. I don't think no one actually cares. People are always going to have something to say even when he's doing well.
Like, one thing I've realised, people care about things on social media, and that's like real life and social, they're so different. Like when it comes to relationships, when it comes to hairstyles, when it comes to making money, they'll all say one thing and act a way on social. In real life, that there's none of that energy or very little of that energy. That's what I've realized with a lot of things, a lot. But yeah, moral of the story, I don't think, I personally, some of the hairstyles to me, I'm like, you look a bit like a chief, innit? But I don't care, like, it is what it is, like. Is he? He's Guyanese. Oh, I'm about to say. Cultural things that he's, And his man, them are black. Like, he grew up around. That's not a deep thing. You see, bro. Yeah, like you see groups when there's a friendship group mixed up with Caribbeans and African boys or girls or whatever. You'll hear Caribbean guys doing African accent, African guys doing just saying Jamaican phrases. Like, it's all, you grew up in a melting pot, innit? Like, it's not. Yeah, man. I feel like people on social media just got time to be annoyed about stuff like this, innit? But nah, yeah, Central, big up. Oh yeah, the statistic I wanted to tell you, man. This was on Central C. Top 10 rappers in Europe, 681 million streams, and he's winning by, the next one is a guy called Jul from France with 556 million. So he's winning by over 100 million streams in the whole of Europe. So nah, big up Cinch. He's actually doing his thing, can't lie. This is the results for the last 3 months.
So he's a trailblazer.
Yeah. Because trailblazing just means someone can kick open the door for you. And then trailblazing just means, so someone, maybe guys like Skepta and who's the other guy? Who's other people who've been doing their thing abroad? Like from the UK, and they've been trying to get their name.
Lancey? Lancey.
Oh, Lancey. Oh, I was thinking of more, like Skepta.
I thought he was American now.
J Hus tried, Tiny Temper tried, like all these men tried, they got their little buzz, a few men know them in America. But now that the door, gigs, that's it, gigs as well.
He's not known in America.
A little bit,
Just for that.
because of Drake. Yeah, so a little bit.
Yeah, but
But I'm just saying, they were able to push open the door a bit for guys like Central C to run through and just set pace. So yeah, he is trailblazing, to be honest. He is setting pace.
Yeah, no,
What do you think, Carlts?
Yeah, I think it was all my highlights for him is the business side of it. Very like for young artists, something to look to. Because if 1 million streams on Spotify is like £3,500,
Yeah, like 4 bags, yeah.
do the maths in it. So the numbers are not lying. No matter how we feel about him, what we say about him, his trajectory is crazy right now, isn't it?
So in terms of like your career, because obviously, Carlts, you're an up and coming musician and you want to get more onto the music thing. What aspects from his like maybe marketing or things that you've seen him do that you'll be like, yeah, I can apply this to what I want to do?
Promotion and branding.
Okay, in what sense?
So you know how to utilize social media a bit better. So like being a bit more active, but freestyles, in studio sessions, clips, things of that nature. Yeah.
So would you be making like TikToks and collabing with content creators, doing all that stuff, kind of?
Yeah,
Would
but
that
no
be your
TikTok
brand?
music though. No TikTok music.
Okay,
though.
no TikTok music.
No.
Okay. No tune with Leo Stay True or nothing.
If it makes sense.
Yeah, man.
If it makes sense. But I feel like he's more for a predominantly younger audience right now.
Yeah.
He's
fair
on right
enough.
now. Because I was in a studio session like about a month ago. And one of the girls that she's a singer, she was saying, nah, you lot are not like Leo. He's just got so much aura. We spent a whole hour listening to her talk about aura. And I was like, but these lot are younger, innit? So the way they view it, he's the in thing right now. So when we were coming up, it was all, when we were in school, it was the low skis, the 410s, all of them, man. But now it's changed.
Yeah, it's literally time.
It's fast food, isn't it? Music's fun.
man.
It's fast food still.
But that's certain types of music, in my opinion. Like some music you can say is a whole dinner, like steak dinner, like listening to this album. And some music is I just.
So name
I
5
put
artists in the
in
UK
the
right now
micro-
that are Michelin star.
You could say like a Scraps album. You can sit down and digest that.
Yeah, that's a West.
Yeah, I was like, should I even say it, fam? Should I even say why, or should I just leave it? You Scraps and Nines. I'll put Nines in there as well. And you could listen to a good Nines album and be like, Dave. I could listen to if Dave dropped a project, that could be a proper like, yo, he said some shit on this, so that's free.
What about Big Storms?
Gang Signs and Prayer. It wasn't fast food. It wasn't.
He's like 2 albums since then.
But you wouldn't put. I wouldn't put Stormzy as like he's McDonald's. Like he's a bit more.
He's
What is he like? Nando's or something?
Yeah, like he's a bit of a main. He's not the main, like the most deep. Like, oh yeah, this is the baddest, the best. Like, but yeah, he like Nando's. Like, you can sit down and listen to Stormzy.
Was it Greg's?
I said Greg's.
There's bare Greg's, but Greg's is simple. Like
Greg's, that's the TikTok man who just like the quick, like, oh yeah, this is tasty. Like, why for that? But this is like.
Wow. What was the last Stormzy song then? What was the last Stormzy song?
What that I listened to, or that just in general?
Yeah.
Oh, man, said both. Bro, I couldn't actually tell you what's the last. The last Stormzy song I listened to was an old Stormzy song, which is his one with Gets and J Hus. You're not bad, That's the last one I listened to.
I mean, it was a good song, but that's his first album, bro.
Yeah.
That's a while ago. Like that's your last.
Yeah, last time I personally went back.
That's when we met. That's like 2 Bro, this is before.
I didn't put Stormzy on the list. That was Dice. I didn't actually put him on the list. That was Dice.
No, I'm just asking that. So
He's good,
good.
man. I wouldn't say
he's not. I'm telling you,
Carlts'
he's
question.
just. I never like his confusion, the gospel and that.
Oh yeah.
It's all muddled up. Like,
If you know when you're struggling, I should show you the state of music right now.
Could you do that for 5 American artists though? Who are popular?
American, who are popular?
Yeah.
What we basing it on, like?
You got the same question you said, like, album,
yeah.
like, but you actually, it's got substance. Like, you could be like, I can sit down to this, and I could actually learn something. Like, wait, I'll think like, rah, this was cold, instead of just being like, oh yeah, good song. Next, like,
Dirt.
Okay. I feel like some people would argue with that though, but I would slightly agree to an extent.
Why would you argue with that?
Because some people can be like, Dirt can make that kind of fast food, but I guess he does both, to be honest. He can just make that drill kind of,
I can't listen to
like, I do
that.
this, I make money.
Why?
But he can do
It's too like.
The singing's too much.
Yes.
So you like no war?
you like Smirk.
Yeah.
Nah, I like his singing thing, man, because the thing I respect about Dirk is like, he raps like he's just reading out of a diary, like he just keeps it, like he just says the maddest stuff and the more, but he's singing it, so
He says the
from the heart.
softest stuff sometimes.
What is his biggest song though? How did he even become popular? Like, I don't get it.
Bro, it's being consistent and growing your
They
cult
say
following,
he
bro.
started he was part of the reason why the beef got broadcasted because of the Els anthem stuff.
What was the song when he had short hair, the one that
They
made
say
the
what?
popular?
That's the only song I love him.
That's his first
Nah, but what about like, okay, I'm not gonna say All My Life.
All My Life. That's the second song.
too
I know,
recent.
yeah.
I'm saying, what about Shirakamoni?
I don't know what that is. What's that?
Now, if you heard it, Shirakamoni, if you heard it, you would know.
Oh no, actually, what's that?
It's the one where he's like, I fell down to my knees.
That's the Homebody. That's Homebody.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Back again, like, he's got a few, like,
Well, that's the way it's like. I swear it's Von though.
Yeah, King Von.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
like
that song.
collab, innit?
Hey, but
Yeah,
even
I
the
know that
US
song.
is getting onto the US artists. I saw a TikTok, they were saying like the big artists are falling off and everyone's saying agreeing. Like the Baby.
What's that?
Back in Blood.
Oh yeah, no, Back in Blood. Yeah.
Man don't know aha. Don't respond to shit.
Is that with Osama or
Who's that?
Zayden?
Who not Yos? I mean, what's the guy? Didi Osama.
No.
Who's Osama?
Zay.
Zay Osama. That's
cousin.
it. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Fuck,
Zay Osama. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it's gone both ways though.
Yeah.
America don't respect us, so when they look at stuff like Top Boy, like, they don't take us man seriously, and then we don't respect them.
But I heard Americans rating top boy.
They rate the shows more than
They don't rate
the
us. They think we're clowns and that. They don't
Yeah.
rate our team, but then we don't rate them
Yeah, we don't rate them.
because look at how. I don't want to get into it, but the whole Ghana stuff is like, are we bypassing certain things or is there a green light on snitches? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Ghana's in an interview saying, I'm still YSL, I'm still this.
People just pick and choose, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day,
So I don't know,
just
innit?
pick and choose.
That's why I always get pissed when Americans say, oh,
They're not consistent.
Like, you see when them lot are like, oh, they got guns over there, like, I'm like, brother, like, you lot should be concerned about bigger things. Your rappers are dropping from drugs and that, like, they're overdoses and
Bro, they got
thing.
fentanyl.
Like, exactly, like, you lot let
Fentanyl's
bare
crazy.
shit pass. I don't even know why you lot are questioning nothing now, like, stop it, like, they always act like they care about the street shit as soon as UK niggas start rapping. That's when they start caring.
If we keep it real, especially with the street shit and music, like culture, America set pace when it comes to influence.
Of course, 100%.
I can see why they would want to little bro us because we beg more things from them than they beg from us.
Like, see certain things, yeah, you see with me, yeah, like, it's always been, I just hate when you copy certain things, like, you see, like, the blood and grip shit is so perfect.
Like the flagging
yeah,
stuff.
like, it's perfect. Like, you see over there, yeah, for them, lot, it's like a tribe.
Yeah.
Like, there's generations, like, I've seen the video where a man says, my dad was this, my dad was a crip, my granddad was a crip. I'm like, and you lot are gonna take that and then try and mimic it because for the sake of what exactly? Like, it's just because it's sick. Like, because it's cool.
Bro, even the word ops, that's all America. All
Yeah,
of
I mean,
this shit is
slang words
American,
are calm,
bro.
man. Like, when you're trying to adapt a whole lifestyle, that's different, bro.
All this slime stuff, this is all American, bro. Like, they set precedent.
That's why
they set it for Toronto.
That's why I read the granting ways.
But bro, you go to country, Nigeria, India, anywhere where they want to be part of certain cultures, you see them. They've taken influence from America, all of them.
No, but why is it during the Grand Days it wasn't like? I mean, they used to dress American, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But they weren't like the bloods. I mean,
But you're forgetting in the grand days they still had UK rap. Like niggas were still trying to sound a certain way. So you can't
So
forget
America
that,
had
bro.
like a boom back then.
Nah, you're thinking
Nah.
further back. You're thinking further back.
That's like
What, early 2000s?
That's like early 2000s. Like it's not 2000s. It's like Jada Kiss, DMX, like 50 Cent.
Early 90s is boom back. Mid 90s that's boom back.
But I feel like grime was more authentic though.
Yeah, it's way more.
Yeah,
Because
that's straight British.
Because back then it was actually about your talent. You weren't jumping on certain sets if you couldn't rap. You think you could do the fast food thing on them sets where people were saying, you know, the whole thing of last one never flops rapping gets thrown off the roof, them type of conversation. Them type of conversation.
What stories have you been hearing, bro?
Is that actually a true thing?
People didn't actually get thrown off the roof.
I know
That's
what you
they
mean
say.
by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice.
Grime serious.
Grime was like WWE.
Serious, bro.
Okay, but that's what made it sick though. Because actually,
Yeah,
like,
it was.
it was like two boxers stepping up to the thing, like it was cold.
Like,
Bro, I don't remember the grime era, I'll be real.
But did you never listen to any Grime, like
I listened to
Novelist
more
or
American
anything? Like
music.
even Novelist and what's that, Cadell, like them man and all of that.
No,
Like, they used to clash.
Grime was in its prime during primary school. Like that's the thing about Grime. It was the prime really was in primary school. Like for us, like I say, all of us were born 2000, innit?
99.
Yeah, so for us, it would have been primary school where that's where it ended. Like I say, too many man around them times. That's at the end of it. After that, secondary school time, you weren't listening to maybe like a German whip or something like that. But it wasn't. That wasn't our generation. Like.
Yeah.
There's too many man Grime.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, Carlts, would you jump on a Grime set, like a modern day thing? If they done it now, Grime beat, Grime flow, Grime artist, would you jump on that?
Yeah, because
That your flow on it?
I feel like with real rap, there's an advantage because you can spit real bars on any beat as long as you have a flow.
Yeah.
So like the instrumentals were good. That
Way better.
Grime.
I listened to that the Quincy Proms tune that you were chatting about, Quingface.
Oh yeah.
PS, Beauty B, and what's his name? Digga D, yeah. But I can't lie, yeah, they were chatting about, because Digga D, he must have been trying to do that thing in the beginning, talking about Grime, like, oh yeah, this is what Grime
I
is.
thought that was a clip from an interview.
Yeah, I think it was. I was thinking, shut up, dude. Like, he didn't even describe
trust.
it. Like, man just made up something in his head, yeah. Then after they were rapping, and the tune was hard, but I was just like, this is literally just a drill. Like, this is just drill.
Yeah, because Grime
but
said
it was no, like,
it is.
it didn't feel like a Grime tune, it just felt like drill rappers.
It's
like,
just a sample beat, bro.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
it
a
didn't-
sample beat.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what's
I wanted them
But
to
there
adapt
is
it.
like, you see, I feel like with UK rappers, yeah, they probably don't even know it themselves, yeah, that the way they rap, it does come from Grime, like, like the way like UK rappers rap naturally, like, that's why Americans might not like it because of the flow.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
different, yeah.
It comes
It's
from
our
Grime.
accent as well. Our accent makes it cool.
Yeah, think about it. Like, we don't really listen to Boosie and these proper deep south from because that's just like it's specific to a culture.
It was more like P6 Mafia, like it's more similar to that.
You get what I mean? Yeah. But I think there was something else I was even gonna say about Grime. I think someone like Unknown T.
What do you think Grime is
Like,
dead?
they can adapt to it. Like
you think the
those are two
conversation?
rappers I can see
Okay, the
adapting
conversation
to it.
Grime is dead. Do you think it's dead?
I wouldn't say
historic,
I wouldn't say it's dead and buried, but it's
But I
not
feel
like
like
it's
it
an
is
old
though.
man now.
I feel like it is
It's an
though.
old bro. It's an
I
old
feel like
man
it is though.
in a care home. Like, it's
It can
not
never,
like-
it can never die when beats from 20 years ago are being used in tunes today.
No, but the thing is, the beat is legendary.
That's what music
though.
does. It's
The beat
always
is
been
legendary.
like-
But I just think
Oh,
it's weird,
it's
yeah,
unbelievable.
like we grew up here around East London, yeah, where Grime was birthed. Grime is from both. It's so crazy. Grime is from both.
Yeah, Wiley and.
But I grew up going to bare different ways in East London. Man never heard Grime once.
Word.
Man never heard Grime once. I've never
Yeah,
even heard
he's
man.
right, yeah,
I've never
yeah,
even.
yeah.
There was more man there in the ends banging Afro beats in Grime. I've never seen it. Like I never witnessed that time. I've never witnessed where Grime was like a thing where man are bumping
It's
it in raves.
everywhere.
Like
Isn't that like specific raves though? That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. We're from the area where like these like places. Yeah, we go to
Well, we
places
was young
where
as
Grime
well.
was
But
made.
even then, it's
It's like,
probably
it's like going to
different parts
Chicago.
of
It's like
East
going to
London.
Chicago, yeah, and they're not banging out Joe. You're not gonna say Joe's dead then.
Yeah, but like Chicago's big. Like Chirac is a place. That's where drill is prominent. But other parts where Kanye is from, that's not where they're gonna. I'm not saying they probably do listen to the drill there as well, but that's not like their culture like that. So I'm saying there's probably could be other parts of East London, even maybe more Islington or something. You know where more of these groovy white
that's
dons
where-
kind of chill. That's where they'll be more on it to do them grind
Grime,
sets
if you
and
look at
shit.
Grime now,
That's
yeah,
what I think.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. If you look at Grime now, it's more of like, how can I say, like, you know, like the man that, like, you know, the niggas that don't like shit that's mainstream, like, you know, like the nerdy guys that don't like anything that's mainstream, so they like the niche kind of stuff.
Yeah, they like
Like,
yeah, they always
that's
wanna
what
be
Grime is
different.
like.
They always
I
wanna
feel
be
like
different.
Grime is like getting to that kind of side now. Like, it's
Yeah.
more like it's coming to like the
It's a
same.
niche.
It has the same crowd as like to say like house music, and I feel like it's getting to that part now.
It's
Like,
cool to like it.
yeah, I don't feel like the man them in the ends like how Grime used to be like niggas like youths in the ends used to like pop or
Yeah.
spit and Grime like it's not a like youths in the ends are not rating it no more. Like
Yeah,
it's not
like
that.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, like it's exactly.
Yeah, so obviously, what got you into music, Carlts? Like, and was Grime? Would you say Grime was a big influence, or was it straight UK rap and American? Like, what was your?
Grime was the biggest. Grime was the intro to it.
Is it okay? I didn't even know that. Okay.
Because I grew up having Sky, and I don't know if we all had Sky, so it's like,
Channel U.
yeah, literally. So all the people, it's funny enough because when you asked about what we were doing about our weeks that just gone by, last week I was doing the helping out with youth work with Rough Squad. So helping out like spotlight where we are. That's where the artist, Angelina, the rapper, all of that.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, so like as I was saying, with them, it's funny when you're talking to them and you're saying, oh, this is a Chip beat or this is Stormzy's beat, but the originators who made the beat are in the you're in the room with them, innit? So you're talking to them and you're saying certain things. But with grime, it's always been like, I rated all the artists from Chip, from the Screw Fizzers, Scorcher, Criminal, all of them. Always rated them.
Yeah, Criminal, I forgot.
But what I used to do, like, to start rapping, I used to just memorize their bars. So when you're in the playground now, you're spitting their bars and everyone's getting gassed. Everyone's like, yeah. Then as you got older, to like year 7, year 8, just before, like 2 years before I moved to school.
Okay.
Someone said to me, he's like, "Bro, why don't you try to write your own thing? Like, see what happens, innit?" So just writing. Then when I moved to your school, that's when I was like, you lot had the group. That's when, you know, we had that big collective, whatever, with like 15, 20 people in there and only 8 people can rap. But I wasn't trying to rap. The whole time I just like, let you man do your thing, innit? Like, I'll just help push us, innit? But then, obviously, it gets to a point now where it's like, you're hearing the same stuff all the time and you're thinking, raw, like, but I can try to push for something. So the real rap's easy when you're actually telling your truth, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I feel still.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say, Carlts. You've always been a man, like, from as long as I've known you, you've been involved in the music in some way. If either doing it yourself or, like, you've been part of a collective doing it, or you're encouraging, like, the man them to do it, or you're, like, helping push something in some way. So I see, is it a thing where even if you weren't a rapper, you would be in the music industry in some way? Or if you weren't making it yourself, you'd just do something?
The dream was to be an A&R. Like, all jokes aside, the dream was to be an A&R. Because
fair enough.
I don't know, like, I feel like it's cliche for people to say I got an A for something, but I genuinely, the music I make is not even a reflection of what I listen to. So I listen to music from my own country, I listen to music from bare different places. But I feel like if one person makes it, we all make it as a collective. Yeah. But you have to believe in people a little bit more than they believe in themselves for them to understand what they can't see. So sometimes as a good A&Rs, they can hear and see things that you can't even see yet. So in your head, you might think, oh, this tune's nothing. But then play it back, change 1 or 2 things, pick certain flow patterns, and you'll be like, all right, cool, that's the hit. Because you could go studio for a day session, make 5 songs. In your head, yeah, you think they're the ones. But out of them 5, only 1 bangs. What do you do?
Yeah.
It's ranges, isn't it?
It's like they're able to spot the diamond in the rough, and it could be like, okay, this is the potential, this can pop off in this kind of sector. Okay, that makes sense. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, another question I had. So in terms of music, is there a time period when you want to drop or you want to turn up? Like, if starting from this day, this is when I want to start dropping my music videos, and I've got an EP coming. Or is there anything in the works?
In the next couple of months, there's a single probably next month. Okay, so yeah, the next couple of months we're going, just sorting out distros, stuff like that. But yeah, once you sort out the behind the scenes stuff, it makes more sense. Okay. But advice to young artists would be study the music business first before you get into the industry. That's just the best advice to give, so that you know what to look for, what not to look for, any signs of someone moving certain type of way that could have your pattern messed up. Yeah. You have to look out for everything. Because even the things in small print that you might think, oh, that means nothing, that's what will sort of hold you back from owning your own stuff. Because you didn't read that part. You just thought that was nothing. But they keep the things that they use as leverage will always be in small print. Yeah. That's how they get a hold of you. And once they got you, it's even harder. You end up spending more money on lawyers trying to get out of certain things than you would have just avoided if you read it.
Lich. So what did you do to do your own research? Like, was you reading physical books, or what was you listening to podcasts?
Before I ever wrote a bar, I was watching documentaries about everything from like Master P's. I was watching everything.
Say nothing.
Ever wrote a bar. Never wrote no bars until I understood, like, right, how do you maneuver? How do you go the independent route first before you even think about a deal? But there's loads of people, even people you know personally, that have been offered deals, but they don't sign because they look at it like, if I can make X amount of money on the roads, why am I gonna sign for that? So Vils is a good example to use. He was being offered 50K for a label deal. Yeah. But he's saying, get me, I was doing all of this on the roads, I'm doing XYZ, I've got songs with Northside Benji. Why am I gonna sign for that when I need more? J Hus is a good example of a bad deal that he signed. So J Hus signed for 100K. Yeah. Notes signed the rights for Addison Lee for 50K. So who did better business? Notes. But J Hus is still struggling in terms of distribution, in terms of how to release certain music and all these things. So when people are there saying, well, where's Hus gone? He's got a fight trying to get out of that deal so he can release music properly. So there's loads of things behind the scenes that people don't know or understand, but I feel like we're not supposed to be privy.
They don't want us to be privy to it.
It's not theirs. It's not ours to know, innit?
Actually, so I've actually got a question for you, Carl. So seeing as you've done the research, what is the reason that labels make it hard for artists to drop music? Like, wouldn't they want them to recoup, or what is the reason they block them from doing it their own way? Like, why does a label always think they know best?
We're not trying to expose too much information, but yeah, if you understand how advance works and that, you know that it's not the label's money. That's number one. Oh, so they can afford to play with certain amounts of money. If they wanted to sign you right now, they can afford to play with it because it's not their money. So them recouping it, that's not the worry. The concern is your demands. So if you watch, I'm trying to look into the Steph London and ZZ Mills thing.
Oh yeah, so
she's talking about, Steph is saying the reason why she had to leave her label was because every time she goes to ask for studio money or whatever, there's always an excuse. There's always a reason why they can't just give her the money.
Yeah.
There's always, if she wants to drop something, we don't think that's a hit.
Yeah.
So if you lose creative control, they own everything in it. So now their theory is, we're gonna do everything on our schedule and leave you. So we're gonna push you to the side and push this other artist. That's how they move. Yeah. So it's like, to me personally, to go back to what you were saying, I don't know, like, I feel like it's a business, innit? So you just have to understand they can make the most with or without you.
Yeah.
So you're easily replaceable. But if you've always been in a label situation, how do you come out of one label situation and go to another one straight away? Because it's almost like there's a bad taste and like there's a bad thing in the air
about you. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Once there's a stain on you, you're almost done for. But if you can follow the independent route, like an AJ Tracy or like them type of guys, they did everything by themselves. By the time labels come around, what can you offer me that I haven't already done for myself? I put on tours.
That's when they do the partnership and distribution thing. Okay, that makes sense. But I'm thinking like, but wouldn't you want? Maybe I'm thinking of it too personally. Yeah, maybe I just need to think of it as business. But I'm thinking like, if I've got an artist and I actually believe in them, I'm actually gonna want to invest. Okay, you want studio time? Yeah. If money's not an issue on my part, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure they can actually grow. Because there's no point signing them thinking, I guess that's when you've got too much money to play with. When you just sign people thinking, oh yeah, they might have a hit. Let's just give them a little and put them in some 360 deal or whatever they call it nowadays. But yeah,
but we're in the best era for artists, but worst era for labels, because all you need is a distribution deal. You don't even need the label to do half these things for you anymore.
Yeah.
Sign up for TuneCore, United Masters, all these places that you can upload your own music. You're keeping all the money.
Yeah.
That's labels. The splits are crazy.
Yeah, that's why they do these 360 deals, isn't it? Just to get a piece of everything.
Even if a label sets you up with a big time producer gets 50% of the tune. So you get. But I'm saying, for instance, if like let's say you know how to engineer, mix, and produce your own beats, everything's yours.
Yeah, lich.
I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm saying, why are you doing? Sometimes ask the artist, why are you doing music? If you're doing music for just like, to impress a couple of girls, whatever, get a chain or something, then cool, do your thing in it. Take less money and get your chains. But if you're doing it to actually establish something and have a career and build from this and put people on, you got to think, how can I make the most quickly and put it into something else? Because music will be around forever, but how many people, you're not going to be young forever. So the energy you have when you're an entry-level artist, you're not going to have that when you're older. So for instance, 50 Cent made a classic album back in the day. He's still able to perform it now on tour. How many artists do you know or believe in the UK will have that same type of run?
Bro, I'm actually what?
It's hard.
I feel like a guy like Giggs, when he gets old, he'll still be able to perform. What's it called?
Talking the hardest.
Yeah, like he'll always be able to do talking the hardest. Like he'll be 80 years old. We'll be like, come on, give Grandpa Gramps, like do it. Like,
what do you rate Giggs musically right now?
Right now, not really, not particularly. But if you're in general, yes. In general, yes.
Was the last track he made the one with Diddy? I swear it was. That was the last song I heard by him.
Yeah, Carlts, what did you want to say about other pods, fam, as well?
Don't dive off the question. You're a Giggs fan, innit?
What's the question about Giggs?
I swear, what was his last track single that he
I
dropped?
don't know, fam. You have to ask Carlts, fam.
I'm gonna say about Giggs. I said Diddy. The younger generation don't know what his greatness though. That's the black thing. Like, I don't feel like the younger generation And all these American people that he meets, they don't know his greatness like that. I don't think he's proven himself. Like, they just know he's that guy because he's that guy and he used to be that guy back in the days. But I don't feel like they actually
It's
know.
more of his conjecture.
Yeah, like, because Giggs is like, forget about talking the hardest, like, walk in the park, all them albums.
He's
like,
got a lot of
the essence.
yeah, like, all that shit. Like, people think he just has one flow. Like, there's shit that he's doing grime, bro. It's like, I feel like, yeah, people need to go back and actually check his work to actually see his greatness. I feel like if you're younger or you're new to him, I feel like you probably wouldn't know why he's that great.
Yeah.
Take him in as much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why?
That's free today, you know.
Yeah, I give up, bro. I'm gonna put a Y counter on the flipping podcast from now on, bro. Because anything I say, you man just start.
You're lucky there's no YZ today, man.
Nah, literally, fam. You would have just. Anyway, but what else was I gonna? Oh yeah, fam.
Pods.
Oh yeah, what was your question that you had about other pods or what?
So as someone you have your own podcast.
Yeah.
What's your take on people that are double your age saying incriminating things on their platforms and get me? What's your thoughts on podcasts in general? Like, how do you feel like the UK space? Where's it at?
I feel like I like that it's grown a lot in the last few years because if a lot of people don't know this, but shout out my guy. I don't even know if he'd want. He's so like the way he's so like low key. I don't even know if you want me to say this, but yeah, me and my boy, we used to have a podcast back in the day. He don't pod anymore in it, but we used to. That's from 2018 times, and I've been listening to podcasts since like 2015, 2016 times. So
I didn't even know they existed.
Huh?
I didn't even know they existed then.
Bro, I was. You already know I was a wrestling fan. Man, I used to be listening to wrestling podcasts and like
What?
Chris Jericho, like bro. Man's been
Wrestling pods.
And then 3 shots of tequila from like age of 16.
My first one was Brilliant Idiots. Remember Brilliant Idiots?
Brilliant Idiots, yeah, thank you, Brooklyn. That's like from 2015 as well. Like that's what's like, I've been on podcasts from early, so I like to see the growth. I do feel like it is getting a bit oversaturated, but in terms of your specific question, yeah, I would say it's good for entertainment. Like you got the young sprays and all of that, but it does make you look. It does sound a bit tired at times. I can't lie. Like it is a bit like, come on, man. Like you don't need to be chatting about this. Like it does look a bit. It does seem a bit jobless at times. But it's like it's entertainment at the same time, and it's like they're talking their truth in it. That's literally what they know. So it's like It's like I can't even hate on that because like this is what they have done, and this is what they've been brought on to talk about. So let them talk about it in an entertaining way. Do you get what I mean? Like if they want to chat about it, going on shootouts and doing this and that, they can do that.
Well, I think is with the older lot, the older lot are funny because you need to, they'll be like interviewing them, like you need to talk to the younger generation.
Yeah.
And it makes me with 994 man, boss man, gun. I'm like,
yeah.
which one is it? Are you promoting it or are you like trying to discourage it? Like,
You know, I think it is. Yeah, it's a bit of. It's like I would say maybe it's a bit of arrested development, bro. Because it's like they've grown up here, but it's like that proud GM part of their soul is still alive, innit? So if someone says something that feels like they're stepping on their toes, that pride is always gonna rise up, and it's like they ain't outgrown that part. They might have outgrown a lot of other stuff and they're mature now, but they can't outgrow certain things. And it's like, obviously some men might just say, oh, you're just standing on business as a man, but it's like, just to even go into details, oh, I've done this, I've got the most. I've seen loons and mugs be like, I've done more on road than you. No, I've done more on road than you. Like, I'm more. You know what I mean? Like, literally go back and forth.
I shot one in Graham.
Yeah. You know what I mean, bro? They go back and forth. Who's done more grease, innit? Like, not even on some gangster. Like, oh yeah, we both like. So, I don't know, but I think it's a thing. It's like, especially when you're around those type of people, you've got that kind of immature mindset, and they get egged on a bit. And like when you're around, it's like, you know, in school, yeah, when you was like. They're like, you need to separate these two people because anytime they're together, they're gonna move mad. But if you've got one on their own, you can usually like you can reason with them, innit? But when they're together, when they're in their group, you can't reason with them. They just disrupt. That's how I feel like it is with some of these kind of like road dons. What do you think, though, Carlts?
I feel like it's not a good look, innit? Especially if you're reaching a certain point. Like obviously to relay some of the bars from Chip when he says certain people on the other side of 35 still trying to be viral and all these things. I'm like, you can't get to a point. Me personally, I'd feel like if I would reach 40 or plus, obviously the aim is to keep going, but if you reach 40 plus and you're still talking about things you're doing when you're 15, 16, there's something wrong. Yeah. There's even something wrong the same way we were talking about the younger lot who are doing badness right now, whatever. something is wrong there.
Yeah.
There's also something wrong with the older lot. You've got children. They don't need to hear you. You've got teenagers that are children. You don't need them to hear you talking about when you were shooting this person, when you've done this to this person. Promote positivity. Because spray is almost like, I don't know, with young spray, it's like, my child's in private school, but then like there's buying, like, man are talking about mobile awards, but can they go machine it? Like, bro, like, I hear it. Don't get twisted. No one's denying your truth. If you know about spray from when he was in North Star and all of that, you know he wasn't someone you played with, innit? But I feel like, I don't think he's really dealt with his traumas from the rated awards and all these things, because that's not something to play with. He really could have lost his life, and there's no one who's been held accountable for that situation. And I understand his frustration, because I almost die. I'm in hospital. No one checks on me. Everyone turns their back on me when I start releasing music again. I'm basically back to square one. What do? But I've established my career. I was making music way before all these people that are getting put up. So I hear where he's coming from. Resentment, but I don't feel like he's ever let it go. And does he look like someone that's going to go therapy and talk to someone about his problems?
Not really, not particularly.
So he's probably fighting certain demons in his head where he feels like, I can do whatever I want now. No one can tell me nothing.
Yeah, and my boy was I was even talking about this with my boy. I'll say this before we even let you do your freestyle, yeah. My boy was even saying it's like Young Spray is one of them guys, like, look at Winners Talking Podcast, whatever it's called. Like, they get sponsorship deals. But because Young Spray is still on this loose cannon thing, he don't even, like, no one even really sponsors the RTM podcast or nothing. So it's like that extra money he could be getting apart from just his streams and his views, he's not even getting it because he's still volatile, fam, and he's still on this like he's still on this I might crash out kind of vibe, innit? But, and also I agree with Carlts that it's not a good look, because it does slightly make it look like you haven't done anything else in your life in a long time. Like, when I see these prison freestyles or something and someone's been in there for time and they'll be rapping about this, that, and I'll be thinking, you've been in jail since like maybe you're a teen, innit? So it's like, it's like these aren't even grown man experiences. You're just rapping about like stuff that you done as a very young man. So it's like, you ain't even giving your chance a proper chance to evolve yet. So that's what I would say. But for the podcasts, yeah, man, like, they're doing their thing. It's entertaining. They get on the shade bar of it and all of that. But yeah, go on, say it. Go on.
Do you think they would actually be popular if they were just talking on the positive thing though? I don't think they would.
I feel like Tricky and Lippy, they weren't talking too mad. They were cool, a bit more positive with it.
Not everyone can do that though. That's like,
yeah, but it's possible. But I'm saying it's possible to do.
But I just feel like if it was the opposite, if they were doing a positive thing, I don't feel like people would pay attention.
Oh, Spray is funny. I don't feel like Spray has to do that. Spray's funny. Spray can do it.
That's part of his humour though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to. It's part of it, but he can tone it down. That's what I'm saying. He can tone other bits up, and then he can tone bits down. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to be I'm going mad every time. Like, you don't need to go mad every time, fam.
He just needs better planning though. That's what it is. He needs to plan.
Planning, managers,
like, talking over your guests. You have a co-host that doesn't really know certain things. So when she's trying to make a point, she'll flip it and say, "Oh, do you get me? Do you get what I'm trying to say?" But it's like she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's fighting going on every day. It's buying this. We're governed. Oh, you might not too old for this. Yeah. Way too old for this.
That was cold. Don't leave me hanging, bro. That was a cold freestyle. Obviously, Blackjack Boys in the building. Another episode of Serious Chattins. We out.